Good afternoon. Welcome back to Three Swords Gaming. We are going to continue on our Arknights Endfield playthrough, primarily focused on the story. Today we might do a few other things as well. I don't know. We'll see how things play out. We actually have a lot to do on this account. Now, 1.1 released a few days ago, so actually the last couple days I hadn't even been on this account, to be honest with you. Which is unfortunate because that meant that there were things that might have been desirable to happen that weren't happening. You know, I didn't use my sanity. I didn't, farm for... Oh. We appear to be having some sort of energy problem. Well, that's unfortunate. And see, that's what happens when you don't play for a couple days. You don't catch things like that. Too bad. Too bad. Maybe we'll look to address that real quick. Why would that be? Oh, I know why it's happening. I 100% know why it's happening. Hey, what are you doing in the flowers? I thought there was, Ooh. Yeah, I don't even know what nonsense is going on here. Yeah, I know, insufficient power. And everything is stopped. Alright, so let's go... Oof. Maybe it was over here. No, because we don't even have that built yet. So I had no power banks. And what am I producing here? Nothing except Zeronite? I don't think I'm producing anything except Zeronite. Yeah, all this is just dedicated to... Oh, there's one thermal bank. But we're not getting any HC Valley batteries imported over from... Huh. Alright, well, let's get this back up to speed. So what happened was, when I was logging in every day, that transfer of 10 was enough to carry me for a few days, because I had moved a bunch over through the airship. So essentially, if we go to the airship, you know, then you have the ability to go between the two storage depots, right? And so I had moved like 1,000 batteries over, or something like that. I had moved a whole mess of batteries over a couple days ago, but then when 1.1 dropped and I didn't play on this account because I was just having fun with my main account, and I am really enjoying 1.1, like, for a lot of reasons. Not the least of which is because I got Tangtang. It took a few more pulls than I would have liked, but I did get her, and I've really been enjoying playing with that character. So, but also the story's good, and you know, I enjoy the gameplay in the game. So, lots of things happening that I like, but that meant I neglected this account, and thus neglected my power situation. Okay. That should carry us until tomorrow when I get bored at some point. And I address this. And this is the problem with advancing this account extremely slowly, right? Is this account is not yet at the point where, like... we're producing batteries here, like the Zeronite batteries, right? So, okay. So they're flowing. Is everything, like, turned off? Is that what the deal is? Everything's on. Oh, it's clogged because we're probably, like, completely full of Zeronite, so everything is just stopped. Yeah, because we only have 8,000 because... we haven't even earned any currency in Wuling yet. So many things happening, right? and everything is just at a standstill because of where we're at with the story. Alright, so one other quick note, and then let's get started on the story, because this account is like at a dead stop right now. When I came to work on the AIC, I got close enough to that. Well, I didn't trigger the next story step, it did trigger like a little bit of dialogue, which sounded like Mi Fu and Tangtang. And Tangtang was like, let go of me, and Mi Fu called her little kitty, and I don't know, something like that. So, presumably, the next story step will involve Mi Fu and Tangtang, right? Unfortunate that I didn't capture that dialogue, but I didn't mean to trigger it, so, you know, what are you gonna do? Oh, look, Mi Fu and Tangtang. That is funny. And also, what incredible shoulder strength to just hold Tangtang out like that. Let's just stay like this for like the next 15 minutes and see how long Mi Fu can just hold Tangtang in the air. Supreme Chief, how did you get arrested?
A dark mask! Quick! There's Blondie if you guessed her!
Captain Mi, what's happening?
This kitty punk's not bad for a combatant. So I'm considering recruiting her to fight the Angaloid.
Put me down!
So I should note, because this is obviously like very intentionally like silly, and it does kind of stand in contrast to the 1.1 story where Tangtang is in fact, as Mi Fu is saying here, a formidable combatant. Good news, if this kind of silliness, if Tangtang flailing and Chen's face here aren't your thing, 1.1 is a lot more serious. We get a serious take on Tangtang, and we get a far more significant story than kind of what Wu Ling has been up to this point, right?
Hey! You just gotta stand there and watch her brutalize me?
I like kind of 3 silly answers. We lost the duel.
You got thrashed too? Huh? Is that why she's having work for free?
This is so stupid.
At least she didn't hurt you. Nah, where there's life, there's hope. Chin up.
Thank you, Chief.
The sooner we get this done, the better. I gotta head back to the stockade after this.
So why are you headed to Wuling City on your own, Tangtang?
Cause I'm worried about my sworn sister. Can I do that?
Edmund looks all bashful.
Why do I get the feeling that you're always getting...
Alright, we got everyone already. Let's set off.
I should note in 1.1 we also get a little bit of background on the silliness of this. Like, why is... like, this thing where like...
Splatters made it all the way here.
Nice. Big laser gun. Why is the interaction between Mi Fu and Tangtang like that? They actually do provide some sort of like justification for that.
Oh, dearie me. So many splatterlings. And right outside Wuling as well.
Stop mumbling and get to work. Otherwise, I will make you wipe the watchguard dorm windows afterwards.
Supreme Chief, do you actually do that?
Never. I'm no window wiper.
Oh, but you are pretty good at losing and wiping. How many times already? 7? 8? The watchguard bird and bees know your face already.
Huh? I won more battles than I lost. Stop feeding Dark Mask with your nonsense. Hey, why don't we have a proper duel? Dark Mask will be the judge.
Don't have time for your games. We are trying to carry out a proper mission.
Ooh, you scared? If you refuse, you concede defeat. That means you owe me a dare. And if you lose this fight, you will carry food to my stocket. 300 caddies? Nope, make that 500 on your own.
I can even carry the marker stone to your place, if that's what you want. Anyway, you've set yourself up to fail.
Hey! Hey! The bet is all ready, even if you didn't say nothing about my dare if I lose.
You won't be running away. I will think of something proper, eventually.
Okay, should we be more concerned about the blight? I feel like we should be more concerned about the blight. Pay attention, guys. Jeez. Oh no.
Oh, you got real clumsy. I guess being Giovanni's errand girl made you soft and slow.
More mouth than muscle.
No end to these buggers. Man, what? Don't start speaking to them.
Scared? That means you're losing the bet.
Ha! In your dreams. Take this down. Hey, yeah, take it up.
So I've not gotten, by the way, over the last few days, not gotten significantly better at combat. A little bit, in the sense that I have a little bit better understanding of some of the mechanics, which I've been working on that, because it was overdue.
Absolute poundage. Chief's got a final left today. Hey, mad woman. How many splatters did you squish today?
5.
1, 2, 3. Oh, it's a tie.
Well, at least this road is safe to travel again.
Dark Mask. What is Tianshizhuang? What is the walking lightning rod asking you to do? I saw a burning comet smash into the city. You did that, right? What's that for?
Oi, little feline.
Yeah? You want to backstab me?
The opposite. We are headed to the monitoring center on official business. I can't spare anyone to keep their eyes on you. So go on, scamper back home.
You going where? The monitoring center? Thousands of Tianshi almost got themselves killed at that place. I can't win this duel if you get yourself killed. And I demand 1,000 caddies, plus rice, oil fees, and the steaks.
I don't know what caddies are. I'm very curious about this caddies thing. Caddies. I have no idea.
Whatever. The monitoring center incident is a real hassle. I say we keep pushing and get it fixed in one go.
Oh, yeah, I was talking about progress. So, yeah, certainly on my main account, I've been putting quite a bit of effort into progress, in the sense that understanding the mechanics a little bit better, and also advancing characters and kind of playing around with multiple teams. And part of that's because I got Tangtang.
This blight tide looks really bad. Look at what it's doing to the environment.
It's global warming, Chen. And Tangtang
Place reminds me of the stockade.
marries up nicely with Yvonne. at least from my experience. So I'm kind of enjoying like trying to figure out how to make that work and who I pair them with. And at some point we'll get this account kind of a little.
Take care of the blight. I will check on the others.
A little bit better in those areas, and I have leveled up the characters.
Still waiting for something? Operator,
What?
They're all sitting at 69 right now because I'm a sophomore in high school, apparently. But also because we're capped at 70, and that's probably one of the other things that we need to take care of today is to advance our level to where we can get the characters leveled up higher as well. Which shouldn't... I mean, that'll take 2 minutes, so... should largely be a non-issue.
from the severity of the blight, it's like it was meant to destroy this place.
It's Nefereth.
It's possible, but...
Oh, maybe it's not Nefereth. I don't know. Perlica always knows these things. I never know these things. Edmund's kind of dumb compared to Perlica, apparently.
Is something trying to dismantle the monitoring center from the inside?
We call it a tidal blast. It's an annoying angelos. That thing was the reason why the watchguards were forced to flee the monitoring center. I didn't expect it to settle down here.
Sounds like a big bad buggerloid. Maybe we should just skirt around it?
No. We can't leave it in peace if we want to restart the monitoring center. I will go and terminate it. If you are scared, you can go home.
I'm scared? Just a plus, says the splatter. Alright, it's on. We'll see who squishes this one first. That's a bit terrifying.
The Tianshi initiated their contingency plan and sealed the exit before withdrawing. The thing should be trapped for a while. I know the architecture. I will go take a look.
Alright.
You take the front approach. We will figure out how to get into the sealed sections.
Hey, wait! Why are we doing this on our own again? This splatter sounds really angry. Dark Mask, we best catch up to her.
Chief, are you worried or are you out to win?
I just want that 1,000 caddies of food.
Still don't know what a caddy is. I'm assuming whatever they're trying to say there would make more sense in the original language. Or not. Or it's just an imaginary thing for fun. Like, which is fine. We're not losing any context. It's just driving me insane because I don't know what a caddy is.
Not bad, Dark Mask. A
Thanks.
true talent like you should get a permanent seat in my stocket.
I wonder how Mi Fu is doing. She just ran off on her own.
She'll be alright. Let's just get rid of the splatters and chase up to her. You look really worried, Tangtang. Nah, it's all about 1,000 caddies from Cousin Beast. I gotta protect my investment. Oh, that has Griselda as well. Leave it to me. Ready to strike Crystalla. Engage.
We're united as one.
Here's our chance. In position. Descend. Sweet. Engage. Crystalla.
You are fast. Seems like you can handle all the devices easily, Edmund.
Guess you thick skin, hard for saved you.
Can't afford to wait for the rest of you. I'm heading over.
That seems foolish, Mi Fu.
Hey! Dark Mask, quick! We gotta help her! That gate! How do we open it?
The activation switch should be nearby. Let's search this place thoroughly.
Enman, over there! A Shiranite flow control node. We can probably use it.
Get out of the slime, Perlica. Oh no. I don't actually remember where the thing is for this one. We might not find it. We don't need to right now. It's not related to the story. Perlica, get out of the slime.
She's up ahead. And she started the fight already.
Oh no.
You guys. Fine. I could use some help. Distracted. Don't let it get too close to the core facilities of the monitoring center.
Ooh. They chose, like, Pantera for this fight. It's very exciting.
Time to get in a real fight.
Maybe this is like Mi Fu's theme music. I'm warming up to Mi Fu quite a bit, actually. So because it took me enough pulls to pull for Tangtang on my main account, I won't be pulling for Rossi, which means I might pull for Mi Fu. We'll see. I want to make sure whenever they release Lycia, whether it's in 1.3 or whether it's 3 years from now, whenever that time comes, I want to make sure I get Lycia. So we'll see. We'll see if they give us any indication in who's in 1.3 by the time Mi Fu's available. I don't know. I'm warming up to her, though. Chesty McGee's alright with me. Apparently I'm really bad at dodging. Right, you ain't her mom.
Thanks for swinging by. Since we squished this thing, we should be able to restore the monitoring center.
Oh, good. Now, this is actually, in addition to, the story progressing, and we enjoy that, this is also good for our ability to generate income on this account in Wuling, because one of the very helpful kind of minigame sort of things to generate Wuling stock bills, or whatever they're called, is available here.
Hope the instruments are undamaged.
You're injured, Mi Fu. Try not to move too much.
Yeah, stand still, Mi Fu.
Just a flesh wound. Ain't that bad, really. It's over, Tangtang. We're all safe.
I wasn't being scared. You're hurt? I got some mess on me.
Where? You're barely wearing anything. Ain't those booty shorts, that's for damn sure.
It would be a joke if my headstone reads, "Killed by Tangtang's medical malpractice."
Chief, we need that kilo caddy of food. What is a caddy?
Yeah, if anything happens to you, no Wulinger is gonna pay back your serious debt.
I was reckless back then. That Anglos was a serious threat and wounded many of our guards. I lost my cool.
Cut your excuses, warmonger. You're just itching for a fight with a big back splatter.
Endman, let's take a look at the core facilities.
Yes. Let's do that.
Endman, monitoring center core facilities have been damaged, but not severely.
We got lucky.
Some simple repairs and a reboot should do the trick.
Oh, well, that's kind of my specialty. Well, that's not right. Yay, the kites work again.
At least 80% of the facilities are back online.
She knows that just from standing there, apparently. I do like the kites, though. I joke about them, but like it is actually like a really cool thing and kind of a fun idea that sensors would be like flying on kites in the sky to take like measurements or whatever. That's cool.
The monitoring center is now assessing and monitoring blight activities for Wuling again.
Really appreciate your help. Boss will be pleased to hear about this. Can I ask you for a favor? Don't tell her that I've been wounded in this mission. So, little kitty, why so quiet? That thing got your nerves?
I just don't feel like talking. Look at you, slugging for those Wulingers all day. Almost got yourself killed. Drones should be worrying about you more.
Unlike you, she actually has plenty of other things to worry about.
City Viceroy and a stockade chief aren't that different, you know? Whatever. Since I finished what you asked, I believe we're even.
Bye, Tangtang.
Endman, this is the terminal of the monitoring center. Before we head back, we should use it to test the system first.
I agree. Let's do it. All right, so this is what I was talking about, and so they're introducing it here now. Take this job, and literally all we got to do is go take a picture of a thing. And this would have been, in a way, a more compelling minigame if they just gave you a picture and you had to like associate it with somewhere and you had to maybe explore and kind of get an idea. But they don't do that. They mark it right on your map. So literally, this is, you know, like over here, 54,000 for teleporting to a place, walking to a more specific place, and hitting spacebar. But because T-bills are so much harder, stock bills are so much harder to generate in Wuling, it's kind of a welcome thing. And that's what it's walking us through right there. Alright, so did it... Yeah, so now that's our mission, and you can see... Oh, it's just right back behind... So it's like the introductory one, right? Usually they'll be a little, you know, a little further afield, if you will, than that. But before we go do that, let's grab this thing, because we're going to want it. And it's right here, so we may as well. Alright, back upstairs. Still here, Tangtang? It is kind of unfortunate that we won't be getting Tangtang on this account, but I'm not going to pull. We just don't have the pulls for me to confidently pull for Tangtang. Now, we do have a couple of, you know, I have a couple of, you know, the free time-limited pulls that they give you. We'll use those here in a second, actually.
Total success.
Yay.
So, is it time to head back yet?
Yes, Mi Fu and Tangtang are waiting for us. Let's go.
Oh, we literally just walked by. Okay. Oh, what's going on here? Yeah, no, I fully intend on doing that. Yeah, no, got that. Yep. Understand all these things. Yep. Cool. Yeah, we're not gonna... So what I find myself doing is I find myself, like, trying to space these out because they take so long to come back. It's several days before they refresh. So I tend to not do them all one right after the other because I want to be able to do one, like, the next day, right? Are we still on state level 1 on here? We are. Yeah. We got so far to go on this count. Alright, hey, before we talk to Mi Fu, speaking of those... Oop, that's the wrong thing. Let's use those real quick. And we'll get 2 more again tomorrow, and then 1 more the day after that. And those are the free time-limited ones. I'm not going to use, like, the other ones. We'll sit on those for Rossi. And the reason we're waiting on Rossi, even though I very much like Tangtang, like her a ton. 1, I got her on my main account, and I'd like to play around with Rossi a little bit, so we'll go for Rossi on this account. 2... It's clear from playing Tangtang, which we could do on this account. You know, we could do her, what's it called? The combat drills. We could do her combat drill. And if you play with her a little bit, what you realize is, she's going to excel with a team built around Cryo. Obviously, right? She's a Cryo character. And I don't, because I don't play this account as much, I don't have the resources to build a team around her. Whereas Rossi is going to be physical, and I should be able to integrate her in with my current team. And probably rotate either Ember or Perlica out. Honestly, probably Ember. Although Ember is our only sustain, and it's not sustain the way Ardelia is, but it's something. We'll see. But yeah, we'll go for... Now, maybe we'll get lucky and get Tangtang, but... I mean... I don't know what the chances are, like 2%, 1%, whatever they are. Nope.
Catch him.
Alright, try one more time. Nope. Alrighty. And of course we could get all 5 of those, but why not save that currency for when we're dedicated to pulling for something? You know what I mean? When we have our minds made up that we want a thing. Presumably Rossi, although I'm wondering if Mi Fu's going to be a physical character as well. We might even just wait all the way until Mi Fu.
Talk to the boss?
Yeah, let's go talk to the boss. The walking lightning rod. And I'm really curious what Mi Fu's going to be, because there's a, we've already got through the story sequence where she has like this big robotic gauntlet thing, and kind of suggested that it had like an electrical crackle to it, if I remember right. And I thought, oh, that's going to be an electro character, or whatever they call it in this game. However, are they really going to release 2 electrical characters back to back? Because we hear Tangtang call Tianchi Zhuang walking lightning rod. Like, we can be pretty certain she's electric. I'm actually wondering if Mi Fu's going to be physical. But then if she was physical, that would be 2 physical characters back-to-back with Razi and Mi Fu. And they did just release 2 cryo characters back-to-back with Yvonne and Tangtang. So I have no idea.
Mi Fu, Tangtang is... Dark Mask! Oi!
Oi.
I gave her a chance to sleep away. Yes, she's back for more.
Yeah, maybe she wants more. I don't know what to say, Mi Fu. I mean, you got plenty. Alright. Must be about the stockade. Let's chat with her.
Thanks, Dark Mask. I'll head back first. Gotta report to the boss.
Yeah, you do that.
Nice, Dark Mask! You ended up choosing my side.
That's what's happening here. You're my Supreme Chief.
So, if something bad happens to the stockade, would your Endfield fam help us?
Yep.
Something happened to Qingbo Stockade?
No! The stockade is fine. It's about a fam's future safety.
Chen's confused.
If I can get some of your icy creamy factory, everything would be super fine.
Yes, the Icy Creamy factory is on its way.
The blight and splatters are getting worse every day. My stockade won't hold out forever. And someone owes me 1,000 caddies of food!
Looks like you need our AIC factory solution.
What an idea, Perlica. If only someone had suggested that before.
Yeah, but I gotta convince everyone to stock it first. Like Broly and many in Fem don't like outsiders.
But do they want an Icy Creamy factory? We'll help you, and shall wait for your good news. Qingbo and Enfield are 2 fams united. I love it.
Then it's a deal.
It's a deal.
I'll get my fem sorted. Stay tuned.
You are gonna have to manufacture like drinks or something for me. You're gonna have to put in some work.
Perlica, you were planning to help Tangtang all along, right?
Indeed. It's been on my mind ever since our first meeting. They found a way to survive upon these lands. Alas, the enemy has arrived. If Neferth makes her next move...
Best hurry.
Agreed. Let's head back and talk to Tian Zhuang.
Okie dokie. Alright. Back to the maze. Is there anything else we want to do, like in this general vicinity? Do we want to try and find that? Let's try and find that. So, because our factory is not up to snuff right now, we're not producing gold gear. We do want to produce gold gear, though. Like, that would be very desirable. So, at some point, presumably, like, not on screen, or not on camera, we're going to need to put in some effort to get the factory up to the point. And what will be very helpful is unlocking the AIC in the stockade.
Located. Prepare for salvage.
That will really enhance our ability to you know, build the things that we want to build, right? All right. Let's. So doing a video for 1.3, or I mean 1.1, is going to be tough because it's so much uninterrupted story. I'm going to have to figure out how to do that. We're not there yet, but when the time comes, that's going to be a trick. Because it's really like a few hours without like logical breakpoints. It's actually kind of surprising because like surely people are not playing through all that, you know, without taking a break at some point.
Thank you for helping out. We can now investigate the Blight Tide anomalies and trace Nefereth's activities.
No problemo.
Endman, what do you think their next step is?
Ooh, why am I on the spot here? They're going after the Supreme Chief.
Mi Fu, Tangtang supported our last operation, didn't she?
Wow. I thought you wouldn't tell Qian Shuzhuang about that.
Chen just blurting stuff out.
Why wouldn't I?
This is the time we should be rowing the same boat.
It's true.
10 years later, the scars from the disaster still divide us from the stockade residents. Trust was the first casualty.
So this whole thing is like this disaster from 10 years ago is a central theme in 1.1. It's going to be very important, and also we're going to get a lot more about it. So there's no point in discussing it right now. I'm just doing a little foreshadowing. That's going to be really important later.
However, Endfield presents us with another opportunity.
Endfield will seek balance between Wuling City and Qingbo Stockade. What we need is more allies, not adversaries.
Well said, Perlica. I like Perlica. I really do. I like Perlica quite a lot. For a number of reasons. At times, her character is a little weird because she also serves as kind of the de facto guide through the game. But they give her a lot of moments where she is quite likable, I think.
Qian Shuzhuang,
What, Chen?
what about her? If both Wuling City and Qingbo Stockade are in trouble, then she's...
The primary objective of Yinglong's Special Task Force remains in the North Wuling Exclusion Zone. Though understaffed, they did promise to offer any help they could afford to Wuling. HAS is already doing its best to reinforce this city. However, the overall situation on Talos 2 isn't looking too good.
Oh no.
This is starting to feel like what happened 10 years ago.
Oh no.
Set your worries aside. We'll get through this together.
Yay, Edmund dialogue.
Indeed, we shall. This is just the beginning.
Ew, taking a hot second to load.
Hello? Hello? Dark Mask?
I'm right here, Tangtang.
Tangtang?
I got my big birch agree. We've prepped a pretty plot of land at a stockade. Oh, right. The team sure fixed that broken road between our stockade and ruling city. And we're giving you a super official invite. I super dare me to say no to that.
Alright. Before we move on, let's take care of some things. First of all, we got like protocol pass hanging out here. What's going on with that? Oh, good job, guys. Way to do things. Alright, hooray. And let's do this.
Where?
And that should be in Valley 4. Yeah. Now, I don't know how we're doing on resources to bump our characters up past 70 and get towards 80. 90 is a long way off on this count, again, primarily because of resources. But 80 for, really, probably for all 4 of our characters is like within reach. And I always hold a reserve. So when I say 80 is within reach, it's not like... Here, let's see.
Will carve a path for us.
Oh, well, I'd have to get her to... I mean... But, like, I always try to hold a reserve of these things in case, you know, there ends up being a character that we... Oh, am I going the wrong way here? In case there ends up being a character that we get that I immediately want to, like, level as quickly as possible, right? So I kind of like to sit on a reserve of those. But just the same, we should be able... and we might have some... Yeah, we got... Oh, no, we lost those while we were gone. But we also got some more that we need to use, like, pronto, right? So... We can get some more leveling materials in the near future here. Alright. Let's raise our exploration level.
Get ready.
Because right now it's relatively low for where we're at in the story and for where we're at in terms of progression. It should have been higher a little bit ago,
Before
but...
the gates of oblivion, you bore witness to life's fight at death's threshold.
I was actually kind of intentionally sitting on that for a little bit to keep things relatively simple as we progress through a portion of the story. Hey.
Watch those fierce hearts gather as one, forging an answer called survival.
Mystery voice, profound. Alright. That opens the door for us to level a bit more. Good stuff. Wonder if there's some other chores we need to do before we advance the story. Probably not. We probably really need to get that AIC up, if I'm being honest. Now, it would be pretty silly to come to this waypoint without grabbing some of the leveling materials that are right here, because I'm not 100% confident, and I really don't remember, but I'm not 100% confident that we have. Yeah, yay, go team. That we have enough of those to comfortably do what we want to do. So, since it's all right here, let's grab this stuff. I thought that was a mushroom. It was a creature. Yeah, we're gonna leave that bunny in that cage for a hot minute. I've already triggered the start of that quest, and I just don't particularly want to do it. So that bunny's gonna stay in the cage for a while. It's not a... I'll be honest. There's so much in this game that I really enjoy. Like, I really like this game. That quest just doesn't happen to be one of those things, if I'm being honest. It's not the most fun. Where is... There we go. Oh, yeah, we haven't unlocked, like, anything, because we didn't have currency until just now. But we will get more currency here soon, because all that Zeronite, like our storage being completely full of Zeronite, we're going to flip that into currency here real soon. Oh no, you're 10 levels higher than you were.
Leave it to me.
A definitive outcome achieved through strong teamwork.
We handled that fight well.
What, another oh, it's trying to bump me to the next level immediately. It's actually not what I wanted to do. I don't want to jump to the next level right now. And, of course, I went to the wrong map because I'm silly. Okay. Because I was tracking on the wrong mission, is what it was. Alright. Are we going to go grab rare materials again? Yeah, we are. I forget what these are for. I think these are for weapon enhancements. Which is definitely going to be a thing. And truthfully, I think we're pretty weak on weapons on this account. In general. Probably something I should look at. Pay no attention to us. We're just running by.
The landslide has been cleared away.
The bridge is still out, though.
Oh no.
Tangtang? Oh! I'm here to pick you up!
Nice recovery.
This isn't another trick of yours, right? Of course not! Look! I'm genuinely concerned for all of you! Get this bridge fixed, then we'll head to the stockade together!
Yay. Chief has spoken.
Just get moving already! I don't want to be seen by those pesky watchguards! We can finally use this road.
So, what was your plan for this road?
This is the only path if we need to borrow more food from the city.
I fear supplies at the stockade are dwindling.
Totally. That's why I really need to get 1,000 caddies of food. Let's save this discussion for stockade. Time to formally introduce Dark Mask.
High threat hostile detected. Stay alert.
So there's an interesting thing. Ah, well, we're going into a little cutscene here.
Oh, the street chief is back. And
It's me, Dark Mask.
it's you.
Yes, that's what I said, Stonefang.
Chief told us how you totally embarrassed the Woolingers, and they got down on their fours to beg you for help.
Oh?
Alright, fam! Settle down and listen up! I have specifically summoned Dark Mask home to help repair our stockade. Everyone knows that our Dark Mask is a true professional.
Fair. Fair observation.
Splatters? Blood? With Dark Mask around, you'll be gone in a poof!
Oh, man, now we're kind of
Dark
on the hook.
Mask. I never knew you were so popular here.
I'm popular everywhere, Chen.
This is actually making me curious. Now I really want to hear Tangtang stories about you.
Let's show the fam the icy creamy factory.
Of course. The first step is to verify the deployment site.
Come with me. I got a perfect place for you. Spacious and quiet.
How did you find this place?
So I was just napping. Oh, wait! I was doing some serious surveying of my turf. Found it during my patrols.
So, like, I thought this was the stockade, like what we're looking at right now. It's not, and I don't feel like that's clear at this point in the story. It becomes clear in 1.1 that this stockade is really like all of it, you know, like this right here, but really like also all of this over here. You see that? And it extends like further over this, like there's a big map over here. This is the stockade. This is just a little extension of the stockade that we get introduced to in 1.0. Is it gonna fall from space again? I don't remember. No, it just appears.
The AIC factory will help you construct the facilities you need. Let's start with a farm complex.
You say that, but we're not actually going to start with a farm complex. Which I found disappointing, by the way. That one of the little disappointments I experienced.
I know we ain't as loaded as Wling. We don't really have much to offer. But here, take these.
Oh, thank you. It's a dark mask.
With you and the AIC factory around, I can finally let the fam handle themselves. Just talk to Hula if you got problems.
What about you?
Well, some of our people have been sneaking in and out of the stockade. Something funny is going on.
So I blew right by that the first time I played through it on my main account. This is actually super important. So like, put a pin in this. This is going to be relevant.
My burrow's always busy, so I got looking into myself.
They probably have side jobs or something. The stockade isn't doing too well, you know?
Whatever. If something's up, I'll holler at you at once. And once I get fort tidied up, I'll take you on a tour of our ancestral spring. Promise!
He accepted, but he did not agree. Now, how can we proceed without incurring too many sacrifices? Administrator.
Oh, yay, development level up. Oh, big up. Nice. Oh, yay. Make Edmund stronger. Oh, and Dijon. Okay, good stuff. Alright, so what we're not going to do is... Oh, and now we gotta defend this place, too. Annoying. We're not doing that. There's no shortage of things we could be doing. A lot of these I have no appetite for doing. We're going to put it on Umbral Monument for right now, which is not what we're going to do. In fact, you know what we're going to do right now? Honestly, we're going to go ahead and call this video here, which is a little short compared to what we've been doing. A lot of them have been running about an hour and a half, but we're going to go ahead and call this one here because I'm a little ahead on videos in terms of my release cadence. Just because I've been releasing very slow with this. But also, there's so much work to do to get this account straight that has nothing to do with story. And so I should probably just work on that for a little bit. One of those things, though, that we'll do real quick while we're on camera here. Hey, hello. All that Zeronite that we're sitting on, because we're like full up on Zeronite right now. Let's let about half of that go. Now, it only goes for like $1 a piece. So that's barely going to help us out. Like, we're a long ways from 250. Never mind, like, this really should actually be at several million. Though it doesn't get up to, like, the 20 some odd or 30 or whatever million that, you know, that you can get up to in Valley 4. Though I'm not there in Valley 4 either. Just so many things that this account is, like, deficient on. So, but we need all the currency we can get right now because we have so much work to do. We have very little currency, and in order to get the most out of places like this, not only do we need to build in them, but we need to expand them, right? But look at the costs associated with that. Like, to get this one to full potential, 320, 360, 370, 390,000. And the PAC or whatever is also not anywhere near where it needs to be. So we need whatever we can get. We will take that. Alright. One other thing that we'll do before we take off real quick. We got a bunch of the standard pulls. Oh.
Still waiting
What's
for
going on?
something?
Yeah, Emman. Alright, Emman. Yay. Okay. Standard pulls. Why not? Let's do it. We got like a bunch, I think. We got 15. Let's do it. Wait, 1? No, let's do 10.
Captain Akakuri of Operation Captain Akakuri.
Well,
everyone.
here it is.
How is she looking? We should take a look at that. And so part of doing this is A, you know, it's fun. Like, but B, also earning those Arsenal exchange tickets. Like, at some point, we're... Oh, yeah, we should... Alright, so we're going to want that at some point. But also, like, we're going to want to utilize those at some point. And I was a little silly thinking that 8 more issues meant that, you know, a 10 pull would get us a guaranteed weapon or whatever. No, that's 8 10 pulls. So when I previously said, like, I was waiting to pull any weapons because I wanted, like, guaranteed in case I got a certain character or something, that was quite dumb. I completely misunderstood the process. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter right now. For example, if we're going to keep using Perlica, this would be very good for Perlica if you're, like, using Perlica for DPS, right? So we need to look at some point at what our characters got. Many things to do. Many things to do. But for now, let's go ahead and wrap it up here. So I can do like some account maintenance on this. And then we'll be back tomorrow and we'll continue to advance the story, which I'm not actually sure if this is I think this is still 1.0. I don't think this is the beginning of 1.1. But we do have a lot of work to do, and we might do some of these at some point as well. That wouldn't hurt anything to... these are cool. Particularly, like, actually Gilberta's and, what's her name? Levitane's are both really, really enjoyable. And actually, Yvonne's isn't bad either. Yvonne's isn't bad. I'm not crazy over Wolfguards, but it's fine. It's fine. So, things we might do next time. But as for this time, what did we take care of? Well, we first and foremost got our Icy Creamy factory set up, and we've helped the Tianxi kind of regain control of the region by getting the monitoring center back online. So now we got our AIC functioning, and we got the Icy Creamy factory down here up, but we don't have anything in it right now, so that's where we're at. Plenty to do, and we will circle back around to it next time. In fact, there's so many little things that I need to do that I might actually cover a little bit of that at the start of the next video about all the things that I had to get done. I also have defense events for all my little facilities that I got to do as well, which is just awful. Not that they're not fun, but it's not fun when you've saved all of them and you need to do all of them at once. So, plenty of things to take care of, and we will catch up with some of that when we come back around. Thank you very much for hanging out with me, and I do look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks.